Pony Express roads today. All right, so today is going to be a kind of a day trip day. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. We are out right now we're in Vernon, Utah. We're going to do the old Pony Express route, which is going to go from Vernon out to Simpson Springs. From Simpson Springs, we're going to actually stop at the Dugway geode beds. After we hit the geode beds, we're going to venture out to Fish Springs, which is a marshland out in the middle of the desert. From there, we're going to go to Caleo, which is like a farm town out in the middle of the desert. And from there, we're going to go to Gold Hill, which is an old mining town out in the middle of the desert. From there, we're going to make it to the Blue Lake Scuba Docks. They do a lot of scuba certifications and stuff out there. It's a really cool lake. Used to be. I haven't been there in a while, so we'll see. And then from there, we're going to go pop into Wendover, Nevada, fuel, grab some food, and head home along I-80. So that part sucks, but the majority of it is going to be a dirt road. Can be really bad. Can be really muddy. We do have snow on the ground out here, so that's interesting. But and it is 30 degrees outside, so we'll see how it gets going. But that's where we're at. Luckily, it looks like we've got here early enough in the morning that everything's still frozen. So not having to deal with too much mud on the muddiest section of the road. So that makes it a little bit better. All right, so this is Simpson Springs. It was a stop on the old Pony Express route for mail. I believe that's the original, or what's left of the original building. So, but you have this new one that they built right here with a little monument thing. But it's pretty cool to see these, find these things way out in the middle of nowhere. So if you want to read that, now would be a good time to pause. But, you know, it's the old Pony Express route. This is a newer shelter resembling the similarities of kind of what they had back there. These doors are not made for real people size. You can actually, there's a lot of wild horses out here too, so hopefully we'll get to see a couple today, at least a few, but there's a lot of them out here. Love the desert. This is where you find peace. So, welcome to the Dugway geode beds. I said there ain't a whole lot of stuff out here, but you can see kind of where they've been digging, and they've been digging all over in here. So yeah, it's a pretty common thing to come out here and dig around in here. And what they typically do, I'll show you down here below us, is they'll dig out the side of the wall and hopefully they'll get one to roll out or fall out and find the big old crystals. All right, that completes leg 2 of the journey. So we've made it from Vernon, Utah, and now we are coming in on, we went to Simpson Springs. Now we've made it to the Dugway geode beds. The next stop is going to be Fish Springs. So that will be a lot of fun. You'll see the marshlands a little bit. So we'll go from there. You'll see here, we'll come up on a sign. Hope you can read it in the GoPro. It's going to tell us I think this is the Fish Springs Waterfowl Management Area. Entering Fish Springs National Wildlife Refuge. Okay.
Turn right, then. You will arrive at your destination.
All right, thank you. So we're making it to Fish Springs. You can see here, this is the headquarters.
You have arrived.
Okay, thank you. So we're going to come on out here, and you can drive out on a lot of these dikes. So we're going to follow this road out here a little bit and get into some of these ponds. You can see them in the distance, hopefully, some ponds that are way out there. So we will see how we can get going here. So 35 miles an hour. You can see some trees out here in the middle of the desert. But we'll get going a little bit out here, and then I'll get you guys back on. Here we are, and you can actually see all the water, and the waterfowl starting to just run away from the side of the road. But we'll get up here and park for a little bit and see if we can see some of these waterfowl animals. You got all kinds of ducks and stuff, all kinds of water birds out here, and they'll hang out here all winter. Now there is a hunting ground here, a public hunting ground, but it's only in certain areas, and believe me, the birds know where you can and cannot hunt at. So so we are getting ready to leave Fish Springs, and we will be traveling to, as you can see on the sign in front of you, to Wendover ultimately, but we are going to hit Callao first, and from Callao we will do Gold Hill. There is a cave that is gated off that goes into the hot springs. So one of the things about the desert is you always have to be looking around, because if you didn't know that cave was there, it's very hard to see and very hard to notice. And that is how you could never even notice it was there. It is right there. And it's just a guess here, but if you were to go up into the hills here, as we look at, oh, this one's more of just an outbuilding. That they were kind of storing stuff in. Maybe that's that other one was, I don't know. Can't imagine so, being that they had that one chained off. But if you were to work your way up in through here, you would find a lot more of these openings. And you could find some really cool stuff. I really like the solo rock formation there in the end. Super cool.